Once again, I rise pursuant to Order 41 and 51 of our rules to move a motion for an urgent need to preserve the institutional authority of the Senate, ensure compliance with the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act, and safeguard the principles of fair hearing, due process, and parliamentary impartiality in legislative oversight proceedings. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the Senate notes that sections 88 and 89 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as altered confer investigative and oversight powers on the National Assembly and its committees for the purposes of lawmaking, accountability, transparency, and good governance. Senate also notes that the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act, L12 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, provides the legal framework for compelling the attendance of witnesses before either house of the National Assembly and its committees. Senate further notes that sections 4, 5, and 6 of the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act specifically vest the authority to issue warrants compelling the attendance of witnesses in the presiding officer of the Legislative House, namely the President of the Senate, in respect of Senate proceedings and committees thereof. Senate equally notes that the Senate Committee on Public Accounts recently considered and purportedly resolved to issue or recommend the issuance of a warrant of arrest against Mgbeke Kyari, former Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, following allegations of failure to honor invitations extended by the committee. Mr. President, Senate is aware that during deliberations on the matter, comments were attributed to distinguished Senator Adams Oshiomhole, describing NNPC Limited as, quote, a bunch of criminals and thieves, unquote.
Please take that again.
Mr. President, Senate is also aware that during deliberations on the matter, comments were attributed to distinguished Senator Adams Oshiomhole, describing NNPC Limited as, quote, a bunch of criminals and thieves, unquote. Senate is also aware that the Senate, as an institution established under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is bound at all times to conduct its proceedings in accordance with the principles of natural justice, fairness, objectivity, parliamentary responsibility and decorum, and respect for the rule of law. Senate is further aware that while the Senate possesses extensive investigative and oversight powers, such powers must be exercised in a manner that does not create the appearance of bias, prejudice, prejudgment, or predetermined conclusions regarding any person or institution under investigation. Senate notes that the NNPC Limited is a company incorporated pursuant to the Petroleum Industry Act 2021 and remains a strategic national energy institution in which the Federation of Nigeria retains ownership interest on behalf of the Nigerian people. Senate observes that the statements characterizing NNPC Limited as, quote, a bunch of criminals and thieves, unquote, are capable of conveying a conclusion of criminal culpability against an institution and its officers before the conclusion of any lawful investigation or determination by a court of competent jurisdiction. Senate also observes that such statements, if left unclarified, may be misconstrued by the public as representing the official position of the Senate and may undermine confidence in the impartiality and objectivity of ongoing legislative oversight proceedings involving NNPC Limited and its former management. Senate is aware that committees of the Senate derive their powers solely from the Senate and may only exercise powers expressly conferred upon them by the Constitution, the standing orders of the Senate, and acts of the National Assembly. Senate is also aware that the power to issue a warrant affecting the liberty of a citizen is an extraordinary statutory power, which must be exercised strictly in accordance with the procedure prescribed by law. Senate is further aware that the constitutional doctrine of fair hearing and the presumption of innocence require that no person or institution be adjudged guilty except by a court of competent jurisdiction after due process of law, and that legislative investigations are intended to aid oversight, accountability, and lawmaking, and are not substitutes for criminal prosecution or judicial determination. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, Senate further observes that compliance with due process strengthens rather than weakens the authority, dignity, and credibility of the Senate. Senate is concerned that any attempt by a Senate committee to independently issue or execute a warrant of arrest without recourse to the President of the Senate may constitute an exercise of powers not conferred upon it by the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act. Senate is also concerned that such procedural irregularities may expose Senate proceedings to avoidable legal challenges and diminish public confidence in the institution. Senate is further concerned that statements suggesting the guilt or criminal culpability of any person or institution before the completion of investigations may prejudice proceedings and create the impression that conclusions have already been reached. Senate is convinced that the Senate must at all times uphold the constitutional principles of due process, fair hearing, parliamentary neutrality, and the rule of law in the discharge of its oversight responsibilities. Accordingly, Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, Senate resolves to 1. Reaffirm that pursuant to sections 4, 5, and 6 of the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act, the authority to issue a warrant compelling the attendance of any witness before the Senate or any of its committees is vested exclusively in the President of the Senate and not in any committee acting independently. 2, declare that no Senate committee shall purport to issue, authorize, or execute a warrant of arrest except in strict compliance,
any sergeant at arms that has any business in the Senate, while the Senate leader is speaking on a very serious motion, should not do so. Otherwise, I'll send you out of the Senate now. So go and take your seats. Continue.
2, declare that no Senate committee shall purport to issue, authorize, or execute a warrant of arrest except in strict compliance with the provisions of the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act and with the approval and authority of the President of the Senate. 3, disassociate the Senate from dissociate the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from comments attributed to distinguished Senator Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole, describing NNPC, among other statements, as a bunch of criminals and thieves, and clarify that such remarks do not constitute the official position, finding, resolution, opinion, or determination of the Senate. 4, affirm that the Senate remains committed to the constitutional principles of fair hearing, due process, parliamentary objectivity, institutional neutrality, and the presumption of innocence, and that any determination of criminal liability against any individual or institution can only be made by a court of competent jurisdiction. 5, urge all committees and members of the Senate to exercise restraint in public statements relating to ongoing investigations and avoid comments capable of prejudicing proceedings or conveying conclusions on matters yet to be determined by competent authorities. 6, direct all Senate committees to ensure strict adherence to constitutional provisions, the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges Act, and the standing orders of the Senate in the exercise of investigative and enforcement powers. And 7, reaffirm the commitment of the Senate to robust legislative oversight, transparency, and accountability, while preserving the rule of law, constitutionalism, and the institutional integrity of the National Assembly. And then finally, 8, that the Senate would discountenance the purported warrant of arrest issued by the Public Accounts Committee on Wednesday, the 10th day of June 2026. I so submit.
Deputy Senate President.
My name is Adams Aliu Eric Oshiomhole. I am elected to represent the great people of Edo North in Edo State. I thank you for making it possible for me to be a member of the Public Accounts Committee. And I want to assure you that in all my actions, I bear in mind the fact that it is through your privilege that I am a member of any committee. And I will do nothing that will be a source of embarrassment either to Mr. President as the presiding officer of these hallowed chambers, or indeed to any of my colleagues. I thought it is settled in law that before decisions are taken, when allegations have been made, that the other side is heard. The least I expect from my distinguished colleague with whom we are laboring together to discharge our obligation is that before conclusions are taken, before motions are raised, I should be properly accused if there is an allegation against me to speak to it. Between yesterday and today, nobody has said anything to me. I am not aware that this Senate makes decisions on the basis of edited reports. And for me, sir, it will be a sad day if what is reported form the basis of Senate decision and not the entire gamut of the procedures. In that committee, we have a principal officer of the Senate, Senator Nwaboyi. He's seated there. I am not the mover of the motion to issue bench warrant. I notice that it is only my name that is put here. And I think I do understand why it is what I said that is singled out. Number 2, I hold the view and I've done my best to defend our collective image. And I am shocked that the House leader referred to my reactions and not what I was reacting to. Could I just be walking on the street? For many of you know me, I have never been a guest for psychiatric evaluation. We sat there on your orders to invite the NNPC to explain the numbers that amounts to about 210 trillion naira. And he had been invited over and over and over, about 9 times, as enumerated by distinguished Senator Nwaboyi, a principal officer of this House. And in all these 9 invitations, Melekeri, former group managing director refused to show up. And the guy who spoke yesterday, the former chief financial officer, he was invited to explain the audit. I think it's an opportunity, Mr. President, to remind us that what you ask us to do in accordance with the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution is that NNPC auditors, not Senate auditors, NNPC approved auditors submitted a report that shows that they have not accounted for 210 trillion naira. I use the word accounted for. This is not my findings. They transferred this report to the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation in accordance with the extra provisions of the Nigerian Constitution. The Office of the Accountant General of the Federation referred this to the Public Accounts Committee. Between the previous chairman and the current chairman, these people have been invited several times and we did not have the benefit of seeing them. So yesterday, taking this background into account, the former immediate past finance officer or financial controller of NNPC was asked to speak. To the audit report, not Oshiomhole's report, to explain, because the auditors appointed by them, not appointed by me, says that they did not account for 310 trillion naira. This gentleman stood there and was attacking the integrity of the Senate. And that is why, even if the whole world condemn me and God uphold me, I am free. And I will be faithful to my duties. Now we ask him to take the oath based on the procedures not established by me. Rather than speak to the issue of 210 trillion, he said something like this: no money is missing. Distinguished Senator Ogu, you are my very good friend. I would like the benefit or even the privilege of Mr. President hearing my side before I am crucified. He said to us, your own colleague, the people you found worthy and fit to man the Public Account Committee, he said to our face, Mr. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Public Account and Senators, you, that is the senators, do not have the monopoly of patriotism. And we talk about NNPC as if we are the only patriot. He went on, it is you, senators, who recommend your children for employment into the NNPC. And he went on and on and on, attacking each and every member of that committee. And at that point, I said, please, Mr. Chairman, let him stop. I am shocked that the highly respected leader of the Senate did not refer to...
Yes, point of order. Distinguished Senator Oshiomhole, just take a seat. Let me hear the point of order.
I want to repair the
Senate order
52-4.
52-4.
Yes. 524.
Huh?
A senator must confine his observation to the subjects under discussion and may not introduce matter irrelevant thereto. Mr. President, the issue under discussion is the issue of illegal issue of warrant of arrest. Not the issue of 220 trillion missing or what have you. and indecent language. So, Mr. Senator
Point
Adams
of order
Oshiomhole should
of
confine
health.
himself to the subject matter under discussion. Stricto sensu.
With your authority, sir. Let me share for the benefit of my distinguished colleagues the audit report accused the NNPC of not accounting for 210 trillion naira. And I give you a window. The auditors appointed by NNPC says NNPC alleged about 103 trillion was money deposited into bank accounts, and that those banks have gone under.
Senator Salim,
And then we ask, these banks that have gone under, name the banks, and how much was in each of those banks?
Mr. President, you have to rule on the order under...
Distinguished Senator. Distinguished Senator Oshiomhole. Distinguished Senator Oshiomhole. The only thing,
Sir,
the only thing that the whip of the Senate is Senator Benson Kenbowe. You were once a speaker, so you presided over the House of Assembly of Bayelsa State. Allow me to say something. If you interrupt me again, I'll use my powers under this rule, like you used to use in Bayelsa. Let me bring this thing to an end. Distinguished Senator Oshiomhole.
in 3 minutes I will round up.
No, the only problem we have is that the motion was very specific. The motion is saying that you described NNPCL as being made up of a bunch of criminals and thieves. And that is what the motion of the leader is, that it was unparliamentary. Huh? Illegal? Okay, no, the aspect of illegal warrant of arrest could be a function of lack of reading of the Constitution, and I will address that on my own.
Why don't you allow me, Mr. President, with your permission? Let me just round up.
So, distinguished Senator.
I will speak to the issue of...
Distinguished Senator.
Sir.
Distinguished Senator. We have a lot of things to go into today that will benefit Nigerians. This issue is a distraction. Let me say that, please sit down, sir.
Sir, I beg you, allow me. You have put me on the witness box before the world. Allow me freedom to hear. There are two sides to a question. If we are too busy, why did you raise it without even calling me in an executive session?
Do you know how many
minutes?
minutes?
If you want to crucify me in public, I will defend myself in public. For God's sake, whoever has power, we must all exercise it with wisdom. Before we dismiss one of us, we should be allowed. You can sentence me to prison, but allow me to defend myself.
Distinguished Senator Oshiomhole, you have 1 minute to round off.
Thank you so much. You are very generous. Even though you spent 40 minutes accusing me and lining up senators to reinforce the accusation. I conclude. First, we did not. It's a pity the chairman of the committee is not here. We acknowledge that the committee by itself does not have power to issue the bench warrant. That this will be communicated to Your Excellency, the Senate President, who has that power. Number two, this motion was not moved by me. It was seconded by one of your principal officers. None of those names have been mentioned. It is as if we went there on our own. Now, my choice of words, we have senior advocates here. Even in matters of murder, if you can establish that you acted under extreme provocation, the court will take a second view. This Senate, under your leadership, was being attacked. Our collective integrity was called into question. You were accused of nominating your children to work in NNPC. And here we're asking questions about 210. But what I want every member of the House to hear is that two issues. That NNPC claim over 107 million was in banks that have been liquidated. We tell you see the name of the banks. Second, that about 103 trillion naira was by drivers and tankers that carry product of NNPC and they cannot account for it. Sir, I have a duty to the Nigerian nation first, and may God punish me anytime I knowingly allow my responsibility to be compromised by people who think they have money. That is why I said, among other things, that the laws of the Senate will be meaningful when we use it to deal with people who have money, who are lions, not when we harass innocent, poor civil servants. I said so. Now, with regards to my use of the word thieves, I acted under provocation because your distinguished members were being attacked unjustly, and I thought I have a duty to defend all of us. Under extreme provocation that a man who cannot account for 107 trillion he claimed I deposited in various banks that have gone into liquidation. He did not name the banks. He did not name the amount. And the auditor said, this is not correct. Not my opinion. That is the auditors. 9 times on your authority, we invited them. 9 times he did not show up. So is that an embarrassment to me or to you? If people think that NNPCL is bigger than this issue of the Senate, I stand alone to say no. Everything in the Nigerian Constitution, I've read it. And I want to plead with you, sir. Don't publicly accuse senators of being ignorant of the rules. We are knowledgeable of the rules. We have done you proud by citing those rules. Yesterday, Senator Prof.Mgbeke read the rules to explain to those appearing before us that they are not doing us a favor. I'm not into inquisition, but you gave us a job to do. So when somebody abused my brother, abused my sister senators, I should give him ice cream. I wanted him to know that he does not have the monopoly of being vulgar against the Senate. But if it is your view, that even when senators are being abused, I should apologize. I have no difficulties. Even by my size, only the law can keep people like me walk the street freely. Because without rule of law, I don't have the physical mind to protect myself. But it may not be said that I was there when this Senate was abused, when senators' character was maligned, when we are accused of nominating our children to get employment.
Point of order.
So
Senator Oshiomhole, you have made your point.
I will add up this thing. Those words about you are thieves, you are this, those came out of extreme provocation.
No problem.
On a good day, I know for a fact. I have friends in NNPC who are gentlemen and women. There are responsible managers in NNPC. So I do not intend on a good day. This is what you wanted me to do.
Your 1 minute conclusion is over.
I do not mean to say that every employee of NNPC, the entire institution is a house of fraud. No, that was the product of extreme provocation. And I hope you will take it as such.
Just again saying, the eyes have it. Take your seat. Now, let me say, distinguished Senator Oshiomhole, that I will never say that the senators here are not conversant with the rules. But I'm saying some senators are yet to fully appreciate or go through our rules. We have people who have been here for 20 years. We have people who have been in the National Assembly for 24 years, some 27 years. So there is no way we can say they who put these rules together are not conversant with the rules. So I don't want to be misquoted. Now, the Nigerian Constitution, even those who drafted the Constitution may sometimes forget certain clauses. So it's a learning process. And that's why we continue to move motions to alter some sections of the Constitution to bring it in line with modern realities. The Senate, as far as I'm concerned, every senator after 1 year, the rules of the Senate should be embedded in your heart. So if you have any imputation to that effect, I apologize to you. Nothing from my side would tend to say that senators are not, but some senators are yet to fully appreciate and read the rules. Just try to be conversant.